morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
The Beezer.
No, I live here. It's where my house is. I have 17 houses where one of them is.
Oh, that's nice.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper, gang. Yeah! Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the 21st day of October, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday Morning. My name is Chris Hockey. We are the Power Trip Morning Show, your Minnesota Vikings morning show. Well, we didn't think we'd go undefeated, did we? Come on. Good game. That's fun, wasn't it? Didn't end the way we wanted it to, but still. And then your Lynx. Oh, no. It was us. The Lynx lost.
Yeah.
Man, what a game. I mean, how much fun was that series?
Incredible.
Some great basketball. It was so much fun to watch. And thanks, Lynx, for a great season. Hey, let's get started with this big day. Ben Lieber and Mike Mussman and a cast of thousands. Here we go. Nate Bargatze, comedy, Monday morning. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
DoorDash is what's going to kill me. I mean, I look at it at night like it's Tinder. I ordered it one night, so I like McDonald's. And so I got a number one with no onions. And McDonald's, they do have a McFlurry, but they only let you do one size. I don't care for that. So I was going to get a Blizzard. And I double dashed it. And double dashing is when you just keep peppering the guy. You know, you're like, what else is open around you? You know, maybe go see if they got nerds in that gas station. So I ordered it, but for some reason, I thought it was going to be the same guy, but they put it in two different drivers, so they separated. Now I'm like watching the GPS, and I'm like, they're going to come at the same time. Like, it could not, it's like my worst nightmare. So, I need one of them to get in a wreck. It happens. I mean, I see them both. They both make the turn at the same time. I'm mortified. The McDonald's comes in, drops it off. Dairy Queen has to let him back out. He was just in the cul-de-sac like I was having construction done in my house at 11 o'clock at night. He just, go ahead.
Be a nice ass. Zero pennies.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's Monday, October 21st. I'm Corey. That's Chris. There's Paul. There's Max. There's Zach. Morning, fellas.
Hi.
Yeah, it's pretty much over for everybody. The Vikings lost. The Lynx lost.
Help me make it through the night.
No reason to go on.
Why?
What's the point?
Well, and it's supposed to be 85 today.
Screw that.
Hideous.
So,
What are we doing?
what's
Get
the
the hell out of
point?
here.
Oh my God.
I think it's like 20 degrees above normal.
But tomorrow, what? Tomorrow is it going?
74.
Yeah, and then 54.
54
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
But then I think it fires back
Don't
up.
you
Goes
talk
right
to
back
me
up
like
to
that.
80 next Tuesday.
What?
My God.
We won't make it that long, will we?
I don't think I'll see you next Tuesday, Hawk. No.
Wow.
All right. Well, listen.
He felt sorry for
I
me.
don't think Corey's going to get to this Tuesday.
Well, what's the point?
Wow.
That's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
What's wrong?
Okay, Corey?
Are you not going to make it?
You want to talk to us?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll make it. I mean, it's like 50-50, though.
I hope you make it. It's more
Thanks.
than 50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
coin
Because where are you
Coin
going after
flip.
this? Back to your home. Nothing bad is going to happen in your home.
It's not where I'm going.
Oh.
Oh, where are you going?
Okay.
50-50.
The vote?
Did you guys stay up and watch the old Lynx game?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Overtime was tough to
It
watch.
angered me greatly.
It angered you greatly. It also angered Cheryl Reed
Yeah.
greatly.
Yeah.
What was she pissed about?
The non-foul that was called a foul on Brianna Stewart.
Yeah.
It wasn't a foul. Plus,
Well, it's not a foul.
Plus, she
And they
traveled.
reviewed it.
She traveled.
Yeah, They let him take like 19, 15 steps.
1915, yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Hogs Daddy?
Listen, it's like this, brother.
That's all fair.
That was not a foul. And then they reviewed it and got it wrong again. So I say, to hell with them.
Yeah. Not to
Zach,
mention,
I saw you post on Instagram. Cheryl just flat out said, this S was stolen from us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just went straight at it, said this was stolen from us.
Stolen.
It was so nice because how many times do you get like your team gets screwed? And then the coach goes up there and we needed to work on and to her credit, she did mention that they did not shoot well. Everybody knows that. It's just that both teams played terrible. Just one team had the luxury of 25 free throws compared to 7. What do we? I mean, Max, you're the. I'm not. I shouldn't even be talking about this.
No, keep talking.
No, you're talking because you're pissed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
How passionate is that, Go?
I mean, fine. I'm just as angry as that Stewart non-travel / non-foul / review / we're still going to look at video replay, and because there's no third party, so of course they're going to go to the monitor and say,
system.
"Well, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not gonna overturn my own call. That's clearly a foul."
Right.
Oh my God.
I was hoping that Cheryl would walk out on the court and kick that guy in the D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kick him in his D. What are they going to do? Give the game to them? They did anyway.
Yeah. But she didn't go up there and say it's all we got to worry about what we can control and all that. You know what? Sometimes you got to call it out, and she called it out. And I went to bed a lot happier last night as opposed to having to like bite your tongue and be like,
God, I hate it when you bite my tongue.
Yeah,
don't do that.
that's the worst.
It hurts though, man. I'm like, get out of my bedroom and quit biting my tongue.
Why are you here?
Sabrina Ionescu shot 1 of 19.
1 of 19.
It was a tough night.
Brianna Stewart, 4 of 15. So the two stars combined to go 5 of 34.
It was
the
tough.
team overall, the New York Liberty, shot 30.6%. That was 22 of 72. And you lost to them.
Yeah.
Lynx shooting was brutal.
Especially in overtime.
second half.
But that's because of the fouls.
It didn't help. It damn sure didn't help.
It did not.
Courtney Williams, man, she had a rough night. Every time they got Fee the ball, she made clutch shot after clutch shot. She was the anti-Sabrina Ionescu because I'd never seen one single player try to have that storybook ending more than Sabrina was trying last night. She was brutal. She shouldn't have even been shooting at the end of the game. 1 for 19, and she had so many chances to close the door. And the Lynx had a lot of chances to close the door and close that gap as well. But, the refereeing obviously didn't help, but just some
The league
absolutely...
got what they wanted.
If Collier just makes that layup with like 6 seconds to go, it doesn't matter. But she missed a freaking wide open layup.
Yep.
But there was free throws that were missed that would have, I mean.
Yeah. And how about that for Brianna Stewart, just as a player, that she gets that chance for redemption pretty much instantly. Yep. She breaks the 2 free throws again, because that's exactly what happened at the end of game 1, and then gets the chance for redemption and nails them both.
Yeah.
So, I mean, props to the WNBA, though.
Then the Lynx in overtime scored 2 points.
2 points.
Free throws.
Exactly. That's tough.
200? No. Twice 100?
No.
Just 2.
Just 2.
Just 2.
2?
2.
Well, I can't figure out just 2.
Just 2.
2.
2.
2.
It's a
Yeah, crap.
turds.
And then Vikes. What a game. That was fun, though, wasn't it? That's a fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to be close, did we?
Yeah. That Lions team is probably the best team in the NFC.
Who let the wolf in here?
Sorry about that.
Glenn Taylor.
Well, somebody let the dogs out.
Who?
Is there an owl?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a tough loss, but that's a good team, and they only lost by 2 on a real bad throw on the 2-point conversion.
That's easy. 200?
Real bad
Twice
throw.
100?
No, not 200, dude.
Just 2.
And you
2?
Yeah, get
Well, I can't figure out just 2.
your grandpa to bed, kid. Shut up.
brilliant. You got to get more than 6 yards, 6 yards on your final drive when you need to salt the clock away. You can't go 3 and out like that. And after you get 5 yards in the first play, bad play calling on that final drive.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
You're criticizing the coach now.
I mean, you got to get you have to get at least one first down in that situation.
Is that right?
So if Darnold completes that pass to JJ and doesn't airmail it, then is that good play calling?
I mean, that's probably good play calling. But that was also a weird play call to take away half the field on that side of the field and then force it over Addison to. I think it's a combination of both, Corey. I think it's a combination of both.
Oh.
Darnold, that touchdown throw he threw to Jefferson was a very good throw. That interception was one of the worst interceptions.
No, it was not. That was a great play.
That Branch guy is.
It is a game of inches, and that I'm telling you, man, that was a great play by the dude. Great catch.
Yeah, he's great.
Honestly, 3 inches from being a great throw. It's a game of inches, man. That wasn't a bad throw. In my opinion, that wasn't a terrible throw.
Well, and let's flip it, right? KOC has Darnold roll out on 3rd and 4. If he makes a better throw to Jefferson or Addison or anybody, we pick up that first down. Nobody questions the play call.
Right.
But he airmails it, and then the clock stops. The Vikings have to punt.
Yeah.
When the Lions have the ball and they're within striking distance, kind of, right, and they have to start playing the let's milk the clock game and then find a way to get a field goal, Campbell was still chucking it.
Yeah.
So, and Goff was completing it. If he throws incompletions, then Lions fans are probably saying, what are you doing? You got to run the clock out so we can get this in field goal range. So, he was aggressive and gambled, and it worked, and nobody's criticizing him, but KOC calls that play on 3rd and 4, and it doesn't work, and now all of a sudden it's a play calling problem. I mean, it's execution, though, right? The players have to do it. Darnold didn't have a great game, though, especially the second half. I don't know why he held the ball for 5 seconds on that, second to last-ish play. Just held it forever. It's like, buddy, we don't have any timeouts. You got to do something. It's kind of bounced back there for a while. That was strange as well. That's not Kevin's fault.
That
was weird.
Sauce.
No, nothing. But I think both can be right, though.
What was wrong with the call?
I think the fact that you take away half the field, though, when you roll out like that, you have to have all your options open. I don't know.
One of the options is if it's open, he can just run for the first down.
I also think that Jordan Addison or one of them may have run the wrong route. I don't know why you have 2 guys in the exact same spot. That's an execution thing, though.
That would also be, again, then a non-play calling issue. If one of them runs the wrong route, that's not KOC's fault.
Somebody might have had a few brain farts yesterday.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Pete was even saying that.
Well, he lined up like 5 feet offside.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Your head in the game, sir.
Yeah,
My God.
So, to your point, Cor, and that is another thing, that's not KOC. When Howard Addison
that's not KOC.
and Jefferson in the same exact spot. Howard Addison. He changed his name after the game because he's going into witness protection.
And let's go back to second down. If you run for 5 yards on first down and it's 2nd and 5, who has a problem with running on second if it just worked really well on first, right? Ideally, let's run it again. See if we can get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, keep the clock running and pick up that first down on the ground. So, I don't know. I have zero problem with the play calling. It just didn't work. You got to execute.
It was the
put it on the players.
We're talking about a different sport, huh?
I don't know. Listen, we're a good team still. We've lost 1 game. Right?
Yeah, I thought Ben nailed it last week. Like, this is the perfect scenario to not care about the loss.
I hope so.
Right? Like, if you go team stats,
they'll win on
almost
Thursday.
Identical across the board, right? In terms of yards passed for, rushing yards, third down conversions. Like, we we went toe-to-toe with the Lions the entire game. And you could argue, outside of the second quarter, when everything went the wrong way, the Vikes were as good, if not better than the Lions for 3 out of the 4 quarters.
Yeah.
So they are one of the 2 or 3 or 4 best teams in the NFL, and the Vikings mostly competed or outplayed them for most of the game. Had a what? I don't know. We can just say the second quarter. You take the second quarter out of there. I'm not asking you to take it out.
Balls.
Thought the Vikes were the better team for most of the rest of the game.
Yeah, man.
So,
let's go.
We
got an easy schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to get easy.
They'll win on
Sun Guard
Thursday.
says it's going to snow.
The Rams are terrible. In 80-degree weather?
There's something called jackpotting that I've never heard of that I need to find out more about that.
What's jackpotting?
I know. It sounds cool, doesn't it? 2 guys from Florida jackpotted an ATM.
Whoa.
Yeah, that sounds like
greasy.
I mean, I've been told a million times, don't ATM.
Yeah.
And
Never go ATM.
And now it's called jackpotting.
Whoa.
Jackpotting.
These 2 guys look like jackpotters.
Greasy.
Wait a minute.
I wonder where that word even came from.
They rode off on an electric scooter after they jackpotted.
That sounds pretty cool.
Wow.
Pretty sweet.
Oh, they were
2
tired.
men from Miami, Florida were arrested by Lakeville. What were you doing in Lakeville? Jackpotting. Were arrested in Lakeville on October 11th after they allegedly broke in an ATM and stole $14,000 in cash. There's $14,000 in cash.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that much money. I'd have to start jackpot.
Antonio Punuela and Robert Rosales are each charged with 1 count of theft for stealing about $14,000. According to the complaint, an employee reported the theft to police on October 7th. Wait a minute. I thought they did it like October 11th. Oh, they got arrested October 11th.
They had a premonition.
Yeah, thank you. The employee explained that they saw a man wearing all black and a blue COVID mask, and what he thought was a female wearing a pink sweatshirt, black pants, and a blue COVID mask walking around the property around 4 p.m. The employee said the 2 lingered for a bit, noted that the man rode an electric scooter. The employee left around 5:15, said the man went to the ATM around 6:25. How does it? I'm confused. Complaint states that the employee received an automated email advising the bank's ATM lacked money. The officer observed a broken interlock switch. Video shows 4 suspects now. Now we're up to 4. Appeared to have an earpiece in his right ear. Was seen leaving on a scooter. Oh my God, did they do this electronically? Is that possible, Zacho?
I don't know. I'm on the edge of my seat listening to this.
It's like a James.
It's gonna hurt your butt.
It hurts.
Stop edging.
There's so many things in this story I would just like to do in general.
Ride a scooter.
Scooters is one of them for sure. Yeah.
The video showed 3 suspects at the ATM at various points, with 1 suspect seen manipulating a small handheld device with push buttons and small screen. The Minnesota State Patrol was contacted on October 11th about something that happened on the 7th, and they call it jackpotting. The technique involves using a portable device to physically connect to the ATM and malware to target the ATM's cash dispenser and force it to dispense cash. Son of a bitch, I need to jackpot
That's
somebody.
genius.
Isn't that basically what they did in Terminator 2?
No one knows.
That's, I think, to a T, yeah.
Thank you.
I think what you're talking about involves a robot that kills people from the future.
Sounds a little bit like what they did in Ocean's 13 as well when they rigged the casino.
It sounds a lot like what Bugs
bank.
Bunny did to Daffy Duck.
What did he do?
Jackpotted them.
He sure as hell did.
I just Googled it. Check this out. You know, everybody knows jackpots from slot machines, but I didn't know where the word came from. According to this website, the concept of a jackpot was first articulated around 1879 when a gambler explained to a court in Indiana the workings of a betting pool in a version of draw poker that requires a pair of jacks or better to, quote, open the pot and start the betting. So if you didn't have a pair of jacks, you couldn't open the betting. So that was the minimum, a jackpot.
Interesting.
That makes sense.
I feel bad.
About the Lynx, about the Vikings, or about this ATM?
Alive.
About the amount of times that I did an ATM because you guys told me it was a bad idea.
It was the only thing worth learning out of Clerks, too.
Yeah, correct. That terrible film.
Not good.
No,
but that
not
was
good.
the moral of the
Yes,
story,
correct.
is never go ATM.
Which is a good moral. It's a good moral to have.
To be clear, though,
Zach, you might need to watch Clerks, too.
I have been.
Yeah, you should.
I will have to.
Ooh. Might change your life.
To be clear, though, Hawk,
Please-
I have
please
been
be
the
clear.
biggest
what?
advocate.
Whoa.
I have been the biggest advocate. I have told you numerous times that you need a jackpot,
That's what you said.
and
Yeah, he has.
I don't
said
think
that
you
already.
have yet, because I know that the day you do, you're gonna text me thank you.
You have said that a lot to him.
You know, there's always those stories of like guys trying to pull ATMs apart.
Yeah.
Right? Like they hook it up to their truck and just fling it around and hope that it cracks open. I like this version way better.
This is super cool.
Where you just ride up on scooters and some kind of computer program makes the ATM puke out money.
Yeah.
So you don't have to touch the actual machine. It just flies out.
Yeah.
The old ATM mouth. Just $100 bills at a time, like it's the Fratelli's basement.
If you
The
could do
old
that to an
ATM
ATM
mouth.
Yeah, man.
Wow. See?
Jeez.
If you could do that to an ATM, by the way, they went into the Hall of Fame this weekend. ATM mouth. If you could do that to an ATM, you could do that to a slot machine. I guarantee it.
Yeah. But how would you get one out of the casino?
Oh, no. No, you don't understand or listen.
No, he was talking about jackpotting them.
Yeah, I'm talking about
ripping them out.
jackpotting. I'm talking about jackpotting.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about ATMing the
Yeah.
slot machine.
Been there.
Amen.
In that order?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
That's depressing. Why did you bring that up?
Listen, it's okay, guys. We're going to get you through it. Everybody take a deep breath and be cool. We got football right away again on Thursday. You're going to feel good.
They'll win that game.
You see it clearly.
The Rams are terrible.
You see it clearly.
Thank you.
The rain is gone.
It is?
Yeah.
It rained in like a month.
It rained a little bit the other day.
Never rains in California.
Saturday night it rained.
Man, did I watch a show last night? I'll tell you guys when we come back.
Series or film?
It was a film on
film?
Netflix. It was a Netflix film. Some just fantastic acting just out of nowhere.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Miles, I assume later?
Miles.
Lieber later?
Yep,
Right,
yes.
the normal two or what?
Yep, and then we're
Okay.
going to ATM each other.
Jackpot. Finally, dreams come true on the Power Trip Morning Show. Lieber in like 40 minutes, Moss around 7. This is the Power Trip on The Fan.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Look at us. It's the 21st day of October. Vikes lost, Lynx lost, but Corey won the pretty face contest.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
congrats, Corey.
Who was I
Yeah.
up against this year? Was I up against
you
the
were up
Elephant Man
against
again?
Mussman?
Yeah.
Oh, and Muss?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yes.
So it was me, Muss, and the Elephant Man, and I finished first?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
You still won, though.
Congratulations.
I mean, no offense to the Elephant Man, but it sounds like I deserve to win.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the funny part is, Must finish third.
He sure did.
Oh.
Yeah, feel bad for him. Yeah.
And it wasn't close.
Man.
The Elephant Man won the biggest trunk contest, though. So that was
He sure
good
did.
for
Yeah,
him.
a lot of junk in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to do with it.
Who has his bones again?
Isn't it Michael Jackson? Doesn't Michael Jackson's estate have it?
Who
Michael
has
Jackson's dead.
The Elephant
Does Whitney Houston know?
Man's bones. The skeleton of Joseph Merrick, blah, 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 blah. It's in the medical school of the Royal London Hospital.
Yeah.
But who had him at one point? In 1987, Michael Jackson increased his bid to $1 million for the remains of Joseph Merrick.
That's a weird thing to want to have, right?
No.
Sauce, if somebody gave you today, if the Royal, what is it called? The Royal London
Royal
Hospital today said, we don't have space for this anymore. I'd like to give you and your lovely wife, Kel, the bones of the Elephant Man to display at your home. Do you take them or not?
Okay, here's the thing. Now tell me if I'm wrong.
This is a yes or no answer.
I take them, but then I immediately turn around and sell them to the
You have
highest
to. No, you have to
bidder.
display them
You don't
at your
understand.
home.
You don't
Oh,
understand.
then
You
no.
can't.
Then no. Do you?
100%. What a talking piece.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody that comes over. What is that? That's
Whoa,
the
whoa.
Elephant Man.
Nobody comes to your house.
No. Like when I leave and my wife throws a party.
Oh, I see. Yep. Mhm.
Paul, your hands up.
Do you think your wife would allow you to put that in the house? You'd have to ask her, right?
I think she'd rather have the bones of the Elephant Man than me.
What about your 311 posters? Yeah. Sorry, Diddy.
They got a new album on Friday.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Is it? Have
How
you heard
did-
any of it?
Album
yeah.
of pictures.
10 songs. I like the first two. How was your band going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on Saturday? Oh boy, here we go.
I went to bed.
What?
Oh, my.
So it was on Apple TV. Or no,
Disney.
Disney Plus.
Thank you. I don't have Disney Plus. So I did what every 42-year-old man would do, and I asked my dad for his password. So we're watching it, and the Cher part to open was sweet. She's like almost 80 years old and still shreds, and I'm pretty sure she was singing the whole time. It was sweet. You would have loved it, Hawk.
If Cher died today, if 2 weeks from now the Royal London Hospital said, we would love to give you the bones of Cher to display in your home, and you and your lovely wife, Cal, cannot resell the bones.
No,
do you accept?
Hockey would be first in line.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why they disintegrated her down to bones that quickly.
The taxidermist screwed it up. Hey, so whose bones would you rather have, though? The Elephant Man or Cher?
Cher's, because Hockey would want to come over and I would charge him admission to see him.
You would charge one of your best friends admission to your home.
He would gladly pay me to see him. Right, Hawk?
What would you charge him?
I'm curious.
$5.
Wow. That's more about the principle then. You're not even making money. You just want to charge him to see the bones of Cher.
Anyway, so Cher went first, and I've never in my entire life watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've never watched it. It's the longest, most drawn-out thing I've ever seen, and they induct 85 people. My band went, I think the Dave Matthews Band went last, I would assume, and I would bet they went on at 12:30, and it started at 6. I didn't see it, and because it's on Disney Plus, I have not seen it. So I saw a clip of it because Flava Flav is a huge Dave Matthews Band fan. And he posted it, and it looked pretty cool. But, yeah, they played songs I've heard them play. But, yeah, good for them. They should have been in earlier, just like Cher, Peter Frampton, and Foreigner all should have been in earlier. The fact that Cher wasn't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a travesty. But your guy, Tom Morello, was cool when he introduced that MC5 band that I'd never heard of.
You've never heard of MC5?
No, I have not.
Wow.
But that was cool. Roger.
Corey has.
Is it Roger?
Right,
yeah, I don't know much about him, but
you know one of their songs very, very well.
MC5?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one that Rage Against the Machine covered.
Oh, they covered on the Renegades bit?
Yeah, that's like Tom Morello's band is the MC5.
Right? That makes sense that he covered him then.
Yeah. But Roger Daltrey, who introduced Peter Frampton, talked for about 35 minutes.
Yeah.
On Saturday night, you tweeted a gif of the Golden Girls and B. Arthur saying, how long is this going to last? And simply tweeted, Roger Daltrey.
Yeah, he didn't stop talking.
Did he look like a golden girl?
No, but that was the only gif I could find that was like, how long is this going to last? And then Peter Frampton called Keith Urban up, and then when they were like, hey, we're going to introduce 3 more bands, and then Dave Matthews Band wasn't one, the Disney Plus cut off. And I said, you know what? Instead of trying or maybe going out to another TV that might still have it signed in, I just said, screw it. Out of principle, I'm going to bed. So I didn't see my favorite band of all time get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I'm really glad, though, that you stuck to your principles.
Yeah, you showed them.
You did, man, because they're out there now rethinking their choices.
So I just mentioned a day and a half ago, Sauce tweeted the words Roger Daltrey in a gif of B. Arthur.
Yeah.
Which word did he misspell, Roger or Daltrey?
Roger.
That's hard to misspell.
I mean, I would think Daltrey, but...
Did you call him Roar?
I don't know. I don't know what I call
Rogue?
Whoa.
I did not. I hope not.
Poor Ro. Zach, which one are we going with, Roger or Daltrey?
I mean, I'm going to go with Daltrey.
Okay. Hawk?
I think he went Roger wrong.
Max?
I'm going to go with both.
Sauce?
Roger.
Over now.
You did spell Roger incorrectly.
But I spelled Daltrey, right? Because you know why? I Googled it.
Then why wouldn't you Google Roger?
I was too pissed. He was talking forever.
Rodger, like Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, well,
I'm
sorry.
how hard it is to spell while sticking to your principles?
Yeah, see, Zach gets it.
A day and a half ago, you tweeted the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is the longest, most drawn-out award ceremony ever.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. You guys are all picking on me.
A day and a half ago, you tweeted, someone else we need a break from, Jelly Roll.
Yeah, 100%.
He's been shown 8 times since the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame show started.
Yeah, we need a break from him. Too much of him.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, he's on. He's everywhere.
I'm going to agree.
Yeah. He seems
You
like
are?
a cool dude, but it's getting to be too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
They show him every time they would cut to the crowd, it would be Jelly Roll sitting there. What does he have to do with any of it?
I've watched a million interviews with that guy.
Yeah.
And as he gets more and more famous, he becomes more and more
Intolerable?
Yeah.
Douchey.
Yes.
He's starting to to believe
Feel himself a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
he's
sure.
starting to think he's got the answers.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to when everybody tells you got the answers, right?
Yeah, he's too much.
You said it, man.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Sebastian from Little Mermaid.
I thought it was Jesus from
That's
the Big
what it was. It was
Lebowski.
Jesus. That's what I was going for. That's what I was going for.
Front page sports.
Can
is
I
what,
please tell you, Corey, when we come back about Woman of the Hour, please?
Yeah, that'll lead front page sports because
Thank
the
you.
Lynx lost the title, the Vikings lost the football game. So why not lead with a Netflix series or film first? Why not? Front page sports after this on the Fan.
The Power Hour begins at 8 a.m. It's live at KFAN.com/watch, powered by Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
My God. Harry Roy and his orchestra. 1931, please. Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Here we go, guys. Let's do some front page sports, shall we?
Sure.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, you can hydrate at Holiday. Buy two, get one free. Mix and match any Gatorade flavors that you want. Buy two Gatorades, get one free. Thanks to our friends at Holiday. So get to Holiday. Limited time only. Buy
Hell
two,
yeah.
get one free. Gatorade. Gatorade.
Gatorade whales.
Gatorade's pretty good.
So does Holiday.
I like them both with you.
The Lynx lost in the finals. We'll talk about that. The Vikings lost in the football game. We'll talk about that. The Wild have yet to lose in regulation. We'll talk later about that. But what really matters kind of then is this.
Woman of the Hour. It's a new movie show on Netflix with Anna Kendrick about a serial killer named Rodney Alcala, who was the guy who was on The Dating Game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really well done. It's very creepy. Even though you kind of know what's going to happen, even if you don't know, the case, you don't, they creep you the hell right out, and they show just some terrible stuff, and it's really well done. It's a serial killer movie that it's really well done. And the guy who plays Rodney Alcala, who, by the way, they convicted him. He died in prison. They convicted him of killing 7 people. They think he might have killed 100.
Wow.
It's quite the
In the
difference.
60s and 70s. But the true story is, and you can see the actual video of his actual appearance on The Dating Game, where he's one of the 3 bachelors. From what I'm reading here, they take a lot of creative license with the story. But Anna Kendrick is great. She's great in everything. But the dude who plays the killer, man, I don't know who this guy is.
Daniel Zovato.
That dude, it's reminiscent of watching Full Metal Jacket for the first time and seeing that guy who plays Pyle in Full Metal Jacket. Just out of nowhere, this guy comes in and you're creeped out. And his facial gestures, at one moment you're like, this guy's very charming. The next minute you're like, I'm scared to death. It's really well done. I encourage you to watch it. For a Netflix movie, I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's exactly like I just thought.
Yeah, how about that?
That's cool.
Yeah, how about this? Prosecutors think that he toyed with his victims, strangling them until they lost consciousness, then waiting until they revived, and then doing it
Yeah,
again.
he gives them mouth to mouth to wake them back up.
How about that?
And then does it again. It's on and
So he was temporarily heroic.
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why didn't they call that
that is a way to look at it.
the title of the movie instead of Woman of the Hour? Just temporary hero.
Look at that guy. That's the real guy right there.
Yeah. They've Wikipedia thinks it could be 130 plus killings.
Look, every day, every one of us has an infinite number of decisions or non-decisions that, basically explain butterfly effect. But how about that for a direct butterfly effect? You're on a dating game.
Yeah.
1 out of 3 of them is a serial killer.
Right.
Right.
That is a decision you better make correctly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pick one of the other 2 dudes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would just, one of my questions would be, hey, are you a serial killer?
It's a good way to lead.
Yeah,
If we were
start with
alone
that.
in the desert, would you A, smooch me, B,
Just throwing out some examples.
Brutally murder me.
Yeah.
Have
Would
you
strangle
ever
me?
strangled someone until they're unconscious?
Bachelor number 3, I'm breathing. Is that good?
Right.
Yeah, but see, then what if he's clever and answers, and he technically wouldn't be lying? I will bring you back if you ever pass out or, you're choked out. I will give you mouth to mouth. I'll revive you. I'm temporarily heroic.
Yeah.
Man, this guy is willing to put his life on the line.
Yeah.
Save me. Oh, I guess I'll pick number 3. Jesus. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a good show. I encourage you guys to watch it. It's well worth your time. A lot of times I watch a Netflix show and I'm like, yeah, okay.
So,
This one was
serial
real good.
killer guy was on a dating game, right?
Yeah, mhm.
I believe Steve Martin was once on a dating show.
Right.
John Hamm definitely was. I'm thinking, wasn't Andy Kaufman? Didn't Andy Kaufman do a dating game bit where he was on the other side once in character?
That's right. That does ring a bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
right.
Kaufman did once. Who else
Pat
were we forgetting?
Sajak was on.
Yeah, he was on the
Did
dating
Betty
game.
White?
He was on the dating game?
Andy Kaufman was.
Was
yep.
he really?
Mm-hmm. 1978.
Yeah, in character too.
Yeah.
Really?
Brilliant.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
All right, the Vikes lost to the Detroit Lions 31-29. Both teams now 5-1.
That was like a 90s sitcom character.
Great song.
The Vikings took the lead 29-28 after a fumble return touchdown by Ivan Pace Jr. They went for 2, obviously. The 2-point
There he
conversion failed, so the Lions just needed a field goal to win, and Jake Bates got one through with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah.
44 yards
He
out.
sure did. He sure did.
Yeah.
Hell of a game.
Yeah. It's one of the best teams in the NFL. We will see them again at the end of the season, and hopefully it's for something, and that game will be great.
Yep. And the great thing about the season is there's so much left that anything can happen.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like what if they all catch chlamydia?
Oh. That'd be sad.
Who's this lady? Okay.
We lost him.
Yeah, we lost him.
Jared Goff, 22 of 25 for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. Almost no yards to Laporta, though, Chris, and the charge challenge.
Yeah.
You had a good score with Goff, but you just didn't get much out of Laporta. One catch, I think, for 25 yards. You continue to you had a good week.
Yeah.
You had a solid week,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
I think you already beat a couple people.
Good.
So, and then Sauce goes tonight with
And Zach
Kyler
got some
Murray.
points this time,
Yeah, but
didn't you?
every time I get
Every
decent
time.
week, you have a few more.
Yeah.
It's
You had a
infuriating.
decent
The
week.
way she goes.
Yeah, you're going to need Chris to have a 0 or 2 in the next, 8 weeks.
We needed Chris to end up with O'Connell and Bowers.
Yep.
I need Chris to
Hockey, you
travel to
had
Denver.
19. Parrish had 28. Corliss had 23. Zacco had 16. And Crease had 10.
10.
I had a good game.
O'Connell, I think, broke his thumb.
Yeah, I had a good game, but I think Josh Allen at the end of the first quarter was something like 1 for 5 for 5 yards.
That's what he does, yeah.
Super
Yeah.
slow start.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Man.
They're a one-man show. And he's so good, though, when he gets going. Yeah. But yeah, Perry, I think, was the only one yesterday who did Kincaid get a touchdown?
No, he had an awesome catch and then got down at the 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Almost had one.
Love threw a touchdown to Kraft, I think, once. But yeah.
Robert Kraft?
Yeah,
Yep.
Robert Kraft. He plays now. He needs to pay off,
Hookers.
the thing you went and got your Johnson knocked around at. He's into that, or was. allegedly.
Speaking of that, Deshaun Watson, terrible to see that.
Oh, it's just, just wow.
Not that.
Just, so
Why do
sad.
bad things happen to...
I speak for us all when I say, Deshaun, take your time.
Yeah.
No rush.
Yeah, and I say to the doctors, take your time.
Right.
Yeah.
I say to the anesthetist,
Yeah.
go ahead and just leave
Yeah.
the room.
Hand the stethoscope to a random guy on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him give a crack at it.
And I say to Tiffany and Vertithen, come over to my house. What really matters is next. Ben Lieber in like 12 minutes. And then Muss at 7. This is the Power Trip on the Fan.
The Fan. Man.
Again, welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are, and we are your Minnesota Vikings Morning Show, breaking down yesterday's loss to the Lions. Great game, US Bank Stadium. A lot of fun. Get yourself ready, though, because it's a quick turnaround. At Los Angeles this Thursday, 7:15 start on this very radio station. On Prime.
Yeah, the low energy Al Michaels, right? That's why you got to flip it over to the high energy Paul Allen.
You damn right.
Yeah.
You want some energy? We got energy.
And you want what really matters? We got that as well.
We got that as well.
Soft weed.
Surprised they haven't offered different they do the mega cast for college football.
Yeah.
They should offer a home radio or visiting radio in this case.
Didn't they do like a Dude Perfect version last year?
Yeah, they do a bunch of different ones throughout the year.
Yeah.
But that'd be fun to actually hear PA while watching at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The New York Liberty won 67-62 over the Lynx in overtime and win the WNBA Finals 3-2.
Oh.
The Liberty shot 30.6% from the floor, and Sabrina Ionescu was 1 of 19. 1
That's good defense.
of 19.
That's all that is.
And
Good
the
defense.
Lynx still found a way to lose. Yep, the refs sucked, but so did the Lynx.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
That's tough.
The Liberty shot 2 of 23 from 3. The Lynx slightly better, 3 of 19.
That's tough to watch.
Yeah.
What really matters, though, is this.
It's tough. It's tough, guys.
Tough guys.
And they blew a 12-point lead.
Yep.
It was the first half 12-point lead, but a 12-point lead.
They were rolling in the first half.
That was probably why they blew the lead. They should have been standing up.
Or they should have just continued to
It
roll.
did confuse them, though.
Yeah.
Were they on fire?
No.
Okay.
No, they didn't stop. When San Francisco, I'm sorry, let me say this. You guys all know this. I just gave it away, but the rattiest city in America, round and round, is New York City. But the second rattiest city in America, San Francisco. Bet you didn't know that, did you?
No.
No. More than 40,000 homes in the city had signs of rats in 2022.
Ugh.
Remember the Rat King from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
No.
Man, at one point, because they realized how popular all those toys and stuff were, they would just create characters for just no reason.
I had that one.
Of course.
I had Rat King.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rat King?
Yep.
It wasn't his
Yeah.
name like Ben or something? What the hell was his name?
It's Ben E. King, but they called him the Rat King.
No, I thought he was their sensu or whatever the hell you call it.
You're thinking of Splinter.
Yeah, he was a rat.
And that's Sensei, not Splinsu or whatever.
Splinsu.
You guys don't get martial arts.
No, we do not. Yeah, man. This toy was sweet. He had like red eyes. Yeah.
Yep. And like rats around his body, kind of.
Please answer the
action
question.
figure.
Have you ever seen a real life Rat King? It's the most disgusting thing in the world.
But wasn't the Rat King their sensu?
No.
No, Splinter. You're thinking of Splinter.
Splinter wasn't a rat?
He was a sewer rat, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was no king.
He
just rolled around in some ooze.
Yeah.
And Oz.
Oh, well played.
Oh.
The Vikings lost to the Lions 31-29. Both teams 5-1. Sam Darnold 22 of 27, 259, a touchdown and a pick, a 103.5 passer rating. 103.5, by the way, is also KFAN the plus. Darnold only 5 incompletions, but one of them when it mattered the most. Benjamin, the airmail to Justin Jefferson on 3rd and 4.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, guys.
Tough pass.
Tough pass, yeah.
If he completes it, Vikes probably win.
Probably.
Very, very, very likely that they win.
Yeah, man. I mean, those are, I know we're going to break it down a lot late as the show goes on, but it's one of those games that it's so close that you can really nitpick a lot of different decisions. You can nitpick a lot of different plays. The what-if game is strong with this one. Real strong.
But isn't it kind of good? And it's exactly what you said last week, that this is the kind of loss that you're not going to feel bad about, right?
No.
There wasn't one glaring, like, God, our defense is a disaster. How are we going to fix this? Or our offense is a disaster. How are we going to fix this? I walked away going, they played well. We played well. They made one more play than we did. That's fine. I don't feel bad about it at all.
No, that's the thing. If it was a blowout, then that's the only way that we would walk away from this game saying, all right, we got to recalibrate. Like, we're questioning some things here and there. But the fact that it was so close, the one nitpicky thing that I don't love is the 4 scoring drives that we gave up. Like, we couldn't get they went 4 touchdown scoring drives in a row. Like, come on. Like, we got to do better than that defensively. But when you add it up in totality, it's like it was a good game by both teams. I mean, they both went on runs. And it was super exciting.
I know we got to get back to what really matters, but one other quick Vikings follow-up question. Where do you stand on the Sam Darnold hate and these Matt Stafford rumors and some fans already getting antsy that this is legit, that these last 2.5 games or so of Darnold is a trend and not a mirage?
I honestly could not believe my ears when I heard it on FanLine. I mean, I put zero thought into that.
Yeah,
I don't
get it either.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's just people talking. I don't know.
Even if you think the Darnold thing is a thing to be concerned about, trading for Stafford, I don't understand that at all.
I don't get
Where
it
does
at
that even
all.
come from?
Yeah, I don't understand it at all. And I don't think that he played so badly that you have to look elsewhere. I don't know.
Right. All your hands up.
Matthew Stafford was 14 of 23 for 154 yards and an interception.
Yeah.
But what really matters is this.
Great point. If you had to guess right now, would you say that the Tiger King, Joe Exotic, is alive or dead?
He's alive.
He's alive.
Okay, everybody'd be cool.
I kind of wish he'd be dead, but that's fine.
Tiger King Joe Exotic is now suffering from scabies.
What?
You heard me.
Scabies.
Yeah.
Who gets scabies?
Joe Exotic. People in prison. According to the former zookeeper's legal team, who says he's been quarantined after being infected with the contagious skin condition, the prison confirmed it was dealing with scabies as an outbreak, saying staffing shortages have complicated the response. Exotic's real name is something or other, and most know him from that TV show. He's got the scabes, serving a 21-year sentence for trying to hire somebody to kill that bitch, Carol Baskin.
Paul, your hands up.
Hawk, did you ever have that?
What, scabies?
Yeah.
No. I don't even know what it is, and I'm afraid to look it up. I don't think I want to look it up.
Don't look it up. I bet it's gross.
You look it up then.
You look it up.
Zach, you seem like a person that'd know about scabies.
Let's
Didn't you get it at like C or something? Like
No, that's
scurvy.
That's scurvy, brother.
Scurvy. Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
I thought the same thing. That's why I answered so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are scabies? How are they transferred? What's the right word?
It's from the scabs of babies. That's where the name comes from.
Mm-hmm. And how the babies get the scabs?
And how did they get in prison?
They're pickers. They just scratch and itch and pick.
Like the two guys
They're
from the
meth
TV
users.
show?
this is
pickers.
R.I.P. man.
This is disgusting. Why isn't this more?
A contagious skin condition caused by microscopic mites that burrow into your skin and lay eggs.
No.
That's what I just said.
Don't you lay any eggs in there, Mr. Scaby?
Yeah, Mr. Scaby.
Thanks for showing him some
Isn't that like the
respect.
sort of thing you get when you're in the jungle?
Excuse me, Zach. That is a lady.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Scaby.
All those dudes laying eggs.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I'll never
Maybe they
forget
like
Father Goose.
seahorses.
What?
Yeah, that's true. Seahorses are
the men. Yeah.
The men.
nature's magic, right? I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Tommy, let's just say Tommy watches a lot of seahorse videos.
Yes, he does.
Right, he does.
Yep.
Lucky.
Oh man, don't do that.
Wait, don't do what?
Don't do what?
Don't say. Don't look
Maybe
at
you
it.
skin
Stop
and
looking at
bury
it.
your stupid eggs.
Stop looking
Get
at
out of
it.
there.
Yeah, stop looking at it.
Yeah,
I hope
stop
I never get
looking at it.
scabies.
I hope you don't too, buddy.
Yeah, me too. I'm really
I don't
pulling
want
for
you
you.
to-
I'm
you know
really
what?
pulling
Don't
for
go to
you.
You
jail.
can just make it through this life.
Thanks for
hope
the
you don't
support.
Hey, what steps are you going to take to avoid scabies?
It's a good question.
Oh man,
Baby
I
bells?
don't know. Probably.
Oh my God. Are you one of those people that is just going to walk around and cross your fingers and hope that you don't get it?
Your scabies and you.
That is like the most. What are you, a millennial? What are you, Gen Z? What are you? What generation are you?
All right, I'm not touching you. I'm not sharing anything with you.
Oh,
I'm not. I am washing and drying you. I'm talking to me.
I'm going to find a way to put some eggs under your skin.
Yeah.
Clean and vacuum.
But
Ugh.
chicken eggs.
Vacuum
it's not
your
going to be
skin,
easy.
man. Sick.
These aren't scabies. This is over easy.
What happened? How'd you get those eggs under your skin?
Yeah. Wow. Measles?
You get scabies. Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson was carted off with an Achilles injury.
What?
Yep, non-contact. Which is now how he legally is required to get massages, by the way.
And tackled.
Well played.
Yeah, he's not even allowed to be tackled.
That was a Bengals win, 21-14 over Cleveland. But really, really, again, hate to see
Yeah.
that happen to him.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Man.
So, where can we rank now the Deshaun Watson trade in terms of worst trades in the history of
It's
professional
got
sports?
to be the worst. It's got to be the worst. Right?
Undisputed at
A
this
quarter
point.
of $1 billion, all guaranteed.
All guaranteed.
A billion draft picks. And it's not like the scandal was when he got traded to Cleveland. It was before.
Yeah, everybody knew.
So you traded for an a-hole, gave him the Brinks truck, gave up a whole bunch of picks, just loaded Houston. It's a little bit like the Cowboys' Herschel Walker trade, because look at how good Houston looks, and they got so many picks from Cleveland.
And they got scabies.
And they got scabies.
Oh my god!
I know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Deshaun Watson probably did try to plant some eggs under some skin.
I wouldn't wish scabies on even Deshaun Watson.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, maybe a little
I
bit.
would.
Maybe
Yeah, I
don't
will.
think you'd care.
Yeah.
I don't think it works anyway to wish something on somebody.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to try, Zach.
You don't believe in curses?
No, I've been wishing things on Corey for about 20 years.
See, told you.
Yeah.
I knew curses were wrong.
Yeah, man.
Zach, if you had see that light switch behind you,
Hold
Zach?
on, let me check to make sure. Do you still have
see
your
it.
balls?
I see it right there.
Sure. See that light switch?
Yeah.
If you could flip that light switch right now and give Deshaun Watson scabies, would you? Yes or no? All you got to do is reach over there and flip it. I'm going to assume that's a yes because you just turned it off.
Wow.
Okay.
Thanks, Zach.
Can you imagine if it comes out today that Deshaun Watson has scabies, a torn Achilles and scabies?
Yeah.
To have that power.
Yeah.
We need to flick that light switch for a couple things for me, brother.
Make some wishes on that light switch if that happens.
man.
Maybe that's like the equivalent of a Zoltar machine.
God, I'd hate if Max had an orgy tonight.
I love that. Zach just flipped the lights off.
Trying to make it happen. I have a strong 12 inches in my pants.
No.
Oh, come on, Zach.
There's limits to my
Be
power.
a team player.
Of the Power Trip Morning Show and what really matters after this on The Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest to learn more and enter today.
Welcome back. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. And Ben Lieber's here. He's our Vikings expert, former gigolo.
I wish that was true.
Congrats.
I do kind of wish that was true.
You know what I wish? I wish I didn't feel like I have scabies right now. I can't get it out of my head. Now I can't think of anything else.
What if, though, like you're the mother of dragons and the eggs that you have under your skin are going to create some kind of mega beast?
I don't want them.
Yeah.
And
Mega beast. Good.
Yeah.
Good term.
Yeah. No, I don't see me wanting to be the mother of dragons. Hey, Ben?
Yeah.
Why did the Vikings lose?
They didn't score enough points. How about that? Yeah, I know.
Are you saying if they scored 3 more points, they would have won?
Yep.
I
think so.
I wouldn't. I would not have known if I hadn't seen the stat. If I wasn't looking at it right now, I would not have known that Sam only missed 5 throws.
You know, I'm kind of with you on that.
Felt like more.
It felt like more.
He was 22 of 27.
Yeah, that's unbelievably solid.
Yeah.
And to be honest, when we were talking about Goff being perfect at one point in time, like all the way into the third quarter, I didn't know that he hadn't missed a throw either. So on the other side of it, I'm like, oh, I guess I assumed that there was an incomplete pass here and there, and he wasn't playing that as efficient. Yeah, you know, it sucks because it is obviously a division loss, and you had a good chance to kind of show the league that, you know, we're the top dog in the NFC, and clearly the Chiefs are in the AFC. But again, not all is lost. It was a hard fought battle. It was 2 really, really good teams that were just like literally, it's like 2 mountain rams just bashing heads. It was just kind of fun. We knew that one of us were going to go on a run a little bit, and they went on a nice little run, and then we came back and we battled. I mean, there's a lot of positives when you look at it from that standpoint. I thought that going up 10 rip early in the game, coming off the bye week, that was a statement. You know, coming off the bye week is great for your bodies. Sometimes it's a little bit too much time off for your brain, a little bit too much time off emotionally. Sometimes it takes offenses and maybe collectively the whole team a little while to sort of get back and going and getting into the game flow. But the way we started, I was like, all right, looks like KOC, they got these guys ready after a bye week. This is great. And obviously the Lions came storming back. But yeah, I thought it was a good start. It was nice to see we were down in this game and we could be resilient and tough enough to fight back and actually take the lead. Of course, at the very end, I know that KOC and the offense and everybody that's associated going 3 and out when you gotta have you have to. I mean, was it Aaron Jones that had a play on the sidelines of the Vikings sideline? You have to stay in bounds. Like that's a situation. It's like you got to do what you can to stay in bounds. I mean, it's those little details, and we all know that he's a great player, but you just sometimes get caught up in the game, and maybe you just like don't think about the little details like that. But you got to stay in bounds. You got to pick up a first down. You got to grind some time off that clock. You just have to. That has to be your friend. And we just didn't do enough things, obviously, at the end of the game to win.
Can I have you respond to a couple of tweets that I read?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Like a day and a half ago, actually 15 hours ago, so less than a day ago. What am I talking about? 15 hours ago, Meat Sauce tweeted, awful play calling by KOC when you need 2 first downs and you go 3 and out. Actually, let's tag team this. Then right after that, he said, quote, that loss is on KOC. Your thoughts?
How freaking dare you?
Sorry.
So,
I'm not a good person.
I have a tough time sometimes with play calling because when they work, it's like they work. I mean, nobody really bats an eye and says, "Oh my gosh, I don't know, why would you run inside zone there?" Like nobody's getting that specific. Why would you run outside stretch there? We have 15 other plays against that defense that we could run. You don't know that. You don't know what the options are. All we know is when we nitpick is like run or pass, or like, why do we cut off the field there? Like, why do we have a rollout there? Why do we run a boot there? Why don't we run drop back or something like that to give the quarterback more options? Yeah. But when it works, it works. And then when they pick up a first down, like, man, genius call. I'm like, well,
did Addison screw that up?
Did he screw it up?
Did he run the wrong route, or did he make a mistake on that final play?
I don't know that yet. I don't know. I didn't watch it back yet. Is that the sort of the thought that he did? Or was there a talk about that?
I guess that's the hot rumor.
That's the hot rumor?
Is that the reason why they were kind of bunched up is that he ran the wrong route. But I didn't hear that until this morning. But that's what these fellas are saying.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I've not heard that.
They didn't seem to be in the same place.
Yeah, it would make sense why it was sort of discombobulated.
So, you know how you were saying, like, look, I don't see any glaring mistakes or there's no giant weaknesses on this team, right? Overall, it's like, all right, it sucks that we lost, but I feel pretty good about this team.
Yeah.
If you had to pin one positive so far through 6 games, Like, that's overwhelmingly positive. I don't even think it's close. Do you have one that just stands out as this is the one?
Can I go first?
Sure.
Lack of scabies. I can't think of anything else.
That's
I'm
second.
sorry.
I'd have that second.
I am obsessed.
Yeah. But, on the flip side, in prison with Tiger King, they say it's short-staffed.
Okay.
Well, that's not happening on the Vikings.
But also, I guess
they are oozing with doctors on the sidelines.
Couldn't you argue that in prison you would want scabies as almost like
I
a
don't think I
force
can
field?
argue that.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want scabies, so nobody else was like, I gotta get a piece of that. I want to try that flavor.
You're just whistling in the shower, knowing that you're not going to get touched.
I'm screaming, I have scabies. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
You're like, God dang it! I gotta wait for that scabies to wear off.
I'm sure there's people serving life that are like, I don't care.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
To me, look. It's so weird. We have an unstoppable force at kicker, and we have a kicker that is so good that KOC had to contemplate: do we let him launch it from 70?
Yeah. Well, he made that 57-yarder by like 10 yards.
That's what I'm saying. If he had lined up, let's just say for a 70-yard, which would have been an NFL record, a 70-yard game-winning field goal, almost every year that's ever existed, I'd say, this is the dumbest decision I've ever seen. He's going to be 20 yards short. This is going to be a disaster. What are we doing? I think every person in the stadium would have said, I think this is going through. Like, it might not have, but the confidence level... The Vikings fans' confidence right now with Will Reichert is maybe the highest it's ever been, except for Gary Anderson in 98, when, of course, he just didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
But I doubt he was just cleanly launching them from 57. Right? Gary was probably like perfect from 40 and in.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
They weren't consistently just going, what are you, a rookie? Yeah, go kick it from 57 and don't even make us sweat. Okay, that's what...
Yeah.
Will Reichert is a stud and a half. This dude kicks ass. I wanted to see him launch it from 70. Let's go.
Is he the best draft pick Kwesi's drafted?
100% outside of the unknowns of Dallas Turner and J.J. McCarthy.
I would say at this point, because those other guys really have...
Unknowns.
Dallas hasn't really done much this year, which is a whole other conversation. But, yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah.
Got to be.
How about, again, we had a head coach that said from 73, that's, quote, just outside of Will's range. What planet is this? Is the gravity different at U.S. Bank Stadium? He thinks 73 is just outside of Will's range.
Isn't it wild that it is so... It's different. When he kicks the ball, the sound of it and the way it travels is just different.
It booms.
I don't get it.
Yep.
It's just a foot on a ball.
If we have a Hall of Fame kicker... Think of how much different this team's going to feel for the next 10 or 15 years.
Right.
If he's this consistent. No one expects him to be perfect. The fact that he is so far through 6 games is kind of insane. It does feel like Gary Anderson, where we're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Feels like the one that he's going to miss is going to matter. So it would have kind of been nice. Just let him launch it from 70.
Yeah.
If that's the one he misses, no one's going to blame him, and we'll move on.
Yeah. And if they return it for a touchdown, the game's over. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah,
what a stud.
I'm so glad you actually brought that up, because we oftentimes, unless it's a kick return for a touchdown or like something great or something bad on the special teams, we just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about Aaron Jones, but
no, Jones is fine. Will Reichert is just
but I'm glad that you brought up Will.
The fact that we were an intentional or illegal procedure penalty away
from letting him launch.
From seeing 68 yards.
I think it was 68-ish.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, he might have made it.
He might have made it.
He would have made it.
I was hoping to see it.
God,
Thank you.
Sick.
Thank you.
A 1 point
I was hoping to say it this
walk-off
man.
68-yard bomb.
That would have been sweet.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Just honestly, start putting up the statue tomorrow if he bangs it through from 68.
PA might have lit himself on fire.
Oh my God. PA would have looked like Randy when he found the internet in that one episode.
Oh my God.
PA's the cover of a Rage Against the Machine album because Reichert's good from 68.
I don't know. He was sitting there. He lit himself on fire.
He's dead.
Ben, you're around these players once in a while. Next time you get a chance to talk to Reichert, could you ask him what he thinks his true range is? Just like, what's the absolute max he's ever made it from, even in practice?
Right. Yeah.
Do you think he's hit a 70-yarder just screwing around?
I bet.
I bet you he has. I bet you off of off of like one of those little kicking tees, the little things that they set up with nothing around. Yeah.
Max range. I wonder.
Yeah.
That's Bruce Hornsby's kid.
That's real good.
No, it's not, because that's the name of his band.
No, I know, but I get it.
I'm sorry.
I get it. That's funny.
I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to strike that from the record.
That's okay. I thought it was funny.
Brilliant.
Oh, okay.
What the hell was that?
That was my impression
Degenerated?
of meat sauce.
Yeah, what happened to me?
It's devolving.
Am I dying?
Your impression has scabies.
Did my jaw fall off?
My sources say there's no chance of that happening.
All right,
You should do that more often.
How about some
that your
kicking?
name?
How about some kicking trivia?
Let's do it. Let's go.
There are 6 players right now that all have that have not missed a field goal.
Oh, this year?
This year.
Oh my! I can't even name 6 kickers in the NFL.
I know. I actually should
outside
not.
of
I actually should
Tucker
not.
and Butker, maybe.
Nobody's going to guess these names because nobody's really talking about them, and nobody really knows them. I should have asked how many other guys are perfect on the season.
There are 6, really? Through 6 games? That's kind of an insane number.
Well, so Matt Prater for Arizona has only attempted 6. He's 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Nick Folk is 9 for 9. Jake Bates, he's 10 for 10. Chase McLaughlin's 11 for 11. Blake Group,
whoever the hell that is.
I have no idea who that is. He plays for
So can somebody check, though? Are all of these guys also perfect on extra points? Because Reichert hasn't missed an extra point either. Right? He's something like 30 for 30
There's
overall.
a lot of guys that haven't missed an extra point. A lot.
Man.
Yeah.
Are they going to move that back too now? I saw the thing last
Steven
week.
Wright, are you asleep?
Well, no, they're going to.
You sound depressed
They're
about
talking
rule
about
changes.
They're gonna
making the uprights narrower, and
I know,
I'm
it's ridiculous.
pissed. I'm angry.
God, you are pissed.
You are
really pissed.
Look at you, man.
I'm not having it.
I'm pissed because they're coming in to give the free flu and COVID shots on Thursday, and I'm not gonna be here.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
geez,
Rosie.
No.
God.
Rosie
was he was talking about getting one. Is he going to be here on Thursday?
I don't think so, because I think he's going to the basketball.
What?
No.
He would have said something about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the one in L.A.?
Yeah, the one in LA.
No way.
He's going to the
Yeah,
World
he's going to that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Wish he
he's
would have
going-
told me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think he leaves today.
He's got to get out there and just get set up.
He is working out there.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Should we have him on
The
show?
game or just a corner or what?
I think both.
By the way, we didn't get to it because we were talking about how cool our kicker is. But the Wild won 3-1 in Columbus Saturday night. They have yet to lose in regulation. This is Wild News brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst.
And congrats to the first line of the Minnesota Wild, the catalyst of the game.
The whole first line.
Kaprizov, Rossi, and Zuccarello.
3-0-2. So again, they have still not lost in regulation, and they are at the defending champion Florida Panthers tomorrow at 5:30.
They have a nice time.
Florida is 4-2-1.
Not very old.
4-2-1. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
Yeah, sure.